Hi, I'm Tanya O'Neill McGowan, and today I wanted to talk to you about the creation of the textbook Energetic Kinesiology, which I was really blessed to co-author with my dear friend and colleague, Dr. Charles Krebs. So just to give you a bit of the background story, so Charles and I met in 2005. I was working for my mum, Nicola O'Neill's college, Kinesiology College here in Perth, and Charles was coming to Perth to teach a workshop, and we went for lunch and we met, and we hit it off immediately. I like to laugh, Charles likes to tell jokes, and we both like to talk science semi-regularly. So we bonded very quickly. And in the college that my mum owned and managed, we were using a number of documents from Charles that explained things, because one of the things that I often said to mum was that, in kinesiology training, there's not really any textbooks or anything explaining why we're doing what we're doing, and more rationale from an academic point of view. And so we started using a number of documents from Charles over the years, and he was in Perth a few years later, and I said to him, Charles, would you be willing to write a textbook with me? And I don't think I fully thought he would say yes when I asked that question, but he did. He said, yeah, I'd love to. And so when we were embarking on this journey, we both commented later on that we just really didn't think that it would be such a big job. Charles had already written a lot of stuff about kinesiology and its various techniques, and I'd already written a number of things about working with clients and various things over the years for our college in Perth, and so we thought it'd be a fairly straightforward process. And then we sat down to start writing together just before Charles left Australia to go and move to Boston. So now we were writing a textbook, living on the complete opposite sides of the world from each other, which is not ideal. So we had Charles coming to Perth each year and teaching workshops to fund his trip to Perth so we could write together. And so from the opposite sides of the world, we were working on the textbook, and it really grew. It grew from what we thought it would be into a really fully fledged, amazing textbook. Like, honestly, neither of us felt like we could have created what we created on our own. But together, we really did something unique, and I feel so blessed to have been part of that. And I learned so much from Charles working together. He'd been around in the early days of energetic kinesiology, and met lots of the people who'd created various things and had a lot of experiences. So I really grew and developed as a person, and my nature to be organized and create structure, and that is really what created the flow of the textbook. And so together we really created something unique, and I'm just so grateful to have had the experience and have developed the beautiful relationship with Charles. At the end, it took us more years than we thought it would to write the textbook, partly because we're living on the opposite sides of the world. But when we finished, the publishers said that, creating a textbook's a bit like birthing a baby. Once you've done it, you go, I'm never doing that again. And, we sort of, I think, needed a bit of space for each other when we finished, because it was like two parents that had spent way too much time together looking after this little baby. That was our textbook. And then, but then it was such a joy to go out into the world together to some conferences here in Australia and then promote the textbook, because, it was something we were both really proud of, and it's aging really well. I don't think a huge amount has changed. So it really is an awesome textbook to have out in the world. And I'm really grateful to have been part of this creative product.